Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! It's that time of year again. It's a holiday, so... For your world's finest special of the month, you get Batman The Long Halloween Part 2, Thanksgiving, of course, every month, with me, Phil, and Tyler.
Hey!
And Lil.
Hey, guys!
Alright, so... where do we start on this thing? Because this is even an even smaller issue than the first one.
Out there.
Harvey Dent is
Hope
dead.
they're having a great holiday.
I know, Harvey Dent. Instead of I believe in Harvey Dent, it's Harvey Dent is dead.
No way to open up an issue, I'll tell you that.
I know. I think of the first time I read it, I was like, wait a minute, are they going all Two-Face already, or what?
I think we should honestly start with the cover. It's very interesting. Of course, it's got the Sal Grundy, who just makes like a guest appearance out of nowhere for no reason.
I know. It's like the whole rest of it is like grounded in reality, and then just like here's Solomon Grundy.
Like, is he supposed to be Killer Croc back in the day? Did I miss that?
But
That
they
was
had,
weird.
yeah, but they had Killer Croc too. So yeah, I don't know why they did that with like Solomon Grundy.
Like in the sewer, like that's Killer Croc's domain, bro.
I know, and it's just like they don't give it like any explanation, where he comes from and stuff, and it's just
He's just there. That's what he is. He's just there. It's like we have a new holiday. We need another character who's someone that can be subtle but yet responsive.
I guess, but I mean, I guess Croc might have been too wild. Maybe I mean, you feed Solomon Grundy, he's fine.
I'm trying to think of when this came out. Like, was anything going on that would make Solomon Grundy like a better choice?
I don't think he was that big then. Let me tell you, because you probably don't have the original copies in front of you. You want to know around the time this issue came out?
Yeah.
There is an ad in here for the movie Independence Day.
So we're looking at what, 90?
Oh, wait a second. The video. So this is they say the video invasion hits home. So
it was like 96, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
That
so
It took like a year for stuff to come out on movies back then.
Yep.
yeah, so yeah, the I guess the VHS came to your home on November 22nd. It says.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how long ago this was.
Still holds up if you don't read the ads.
yeah. Don't read the ads, people. Just
Yes.
it is weird though how much if you read older comics, how much the ads are a distraction.
Yeah,
They're not Twix.
The Twix ads. Oh, that came and went. Thank God.
It can take me out of the story so much.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it gives you that nostalgic feeling,
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Grundy says no Twix.
Grundy wasn't born on a Twix Tuesday, apparently.
Oh, no, he was born on a Monday.
He wasn't born on a Twix Thursday, because remember, there's two sides.
Oh gosh, but I like the use of the flashback in this one. Although it seems like I complain about flashbacks, but it's just been a thing forever. I think they were just more well done back in the day.
Yeah, I can see that. Or it's because we're just so tired of flashbacks that are not needed on Arrow that we're just burned out with flashbacks.
We're gonna leave Arrow alone this week.
Yeah.
They did good 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but we really don't need the flashbacks of the island, except we won't go into it. But yeah.
See,
yeah,
now,
these were well done.
see, just like the ads, now we're dating this podcast. People could be listening to this years from now, and they'll be like, "Oh, they're talking about Arrow season 4."
Probably by then, just any season after 2.
But the thing is, like, really though, honestly, if you look at this story, the way the art is done, the way the story is done, it is very timeless. I mean, there's no, so the thing is, when I first read this, it had been out for, a while, so, and it's just one of those things, like, when you pick up a graphic novel, one of the first things I don't do is I don't look at the time or when it came out. Like, I just enjoy the story for what it is, because I think sometimes you think, oh, this was written a long time ago, maybe you won't enjoy it like you should.
Well, I think they try to do that a lot with, this is a year one story, so I think with a lot of Batman's year one stories, they try to keep it timeless.
And I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
What was your favorite panel in this one? I know we talked a little bit about panels last time.
Oh, there's actually a lot. Even
Oh,
though
yeah. And I'm going through them right now, and you know what my favorite one honestly is? It's the very first panel.
Right? It sucks you right in. But I also like the one where they show the little slaying where everybody's dead, the knife's in the turkey, and then it's like the colorful cornucopia. I like that panel too.
If you just turn that page and that first thing is just pretty much solid black with Batman's eyes, and the line is Harvey Dent is dead. It's a full page opening shot.
Yeah, I like shots like that with like him in the shadows where you can just like see the eyes, and we got a lot of that this issue.
And I'm like, it just, like you said, it sucks you in, and I'm just immediately like, wow, Batman's confirming Harvey's dead. You're going through this issue. You know, this issue is interesting because it's mainly interrogation of these few people over and over, and then we have the Solomon Grundy. I mean, that first full page of Batman and Grundy fighting is really cool, the way the cape is.
Mm-hmm.
But like Lilith said, the final page, which is a full page of just everyone dead, and then the cornucopia, the Thanksgiving, for them is really interesting. The only one who has a good Thanksgiving in this issue is Grundy.
Yeah, you got a free dinner.
Everybody else is, and just looking the way the Batman is done, like every shot almost of him in the police station is that shadowed face.
Mm-hmm. But there's another good panel here towards the end where Batman's standing on the rooftop looking down at the doorway of police headquarters. He's watching the Sullivan brothers get released.
Yeah, that's the Thanksgiving shot. That's Batman's Thanksgiving. Then we go down to someone else's Thanksgivings. No spoilers. And then we see Gordon's Thanksgiving. And then we see Grundy's. Then the brothers.
Now I'm hungry.
Now I want some turkey, Phil.
Another little less than 2 weeks.
To the Roman!
That's what I'm going to text you, Phil. I'm not going to text you Happy Thanksgiving. I'm just going to text you to the Roman.
There you go.
And your wife will be
you can tweet us all that too on Thanksgiving Day, guys.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'll be like, oh, Jania, look, I just got a tweet from Phil and look, they said to the Roman. And then she'll just look at me like I'm crazy. She'll be like, I don't get it. But reread your Long Halloween, Jania.
Yeah, woman.
I bought it for you digitally. I know it's on your phone.
But I love these old school Batman stories where he was actually the scary figure that, scared the criminals because, tier 1 they still don't know who he, what he is. And when he went and cornered Mickey in his hotel room, Mickey dives out of it. It has to be at least a second story window head first to get away from Batman.
Well, they don't know his thing. They don't know his set of rules. They don't know what he'll do.
Oh yeah.
He does have that, like you said, that very sinister, evil sphere look to him.
And why are they questioning the Sullivan brothers? Because they're suspects in the quote-unquote death of Harvey Dent.
What's funny, though, is that I think why I like the Long Halloween because they showcase detective skills. I mean, he figured it out from a freaking nail.
Yes. He traced the nail through the serial number to the hardware store, which was 2 blocks away from Mickey's hotel room.
Exactly. And that is what we call the Batman.
Is that what we're missing?
Did he call Barry? I feel like he called Barry. He really didn't.
It depends how they wrote it. Did he even know Barry yet?
Exactly, he didn't.
Is that what we're missing, in the modern New 52? Well, first Bruce Wayne, but even when Bruce Wayne's Batman, the detective stuff?
I think it all depends on who's writing it. There's so much Batman, different titles. I was going to say, that's what we're missing more and more from the film series, is more of the detective style of Batman. We got a little bit of that in The Dark Knight, but I really feel like it's one of the things that, with the reboot of the character that I'd like to see at some point, is Batman back to being a little bit more of the detective. And I think it's a little bit.
It's the tagline on World's Greatest Detective. We need that tagline, big as hell.
Yeah, on Detective Comics.
That's the next Batman movie, not The Batman. It's Batman Detective.
Oh, I know they won't do this, but I would love if they showcase some of his detective skills in Batman v Superman. So just that at some point he just walks up to Superman and he's like, "Hello, Mr. Kent." You know, like he figured it out.
We need that. We need that scene.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we need. We need to see Batman as the detective. We need to see him.
You know, and then Superman tries to look under his cowl with his X-ray vision, and it's all lead lined and stuff. Yeah.
Just do it like in the animated one where he's like, "You peaked."
Oh yeah, well, Superman peaked first, and so then he followed Superman home.
Exactly.
So what do we think of Mickey? How did you like that twist?
Which Mickey?
Mouse.
The one that was Dent in disguise.
Mickey Mouse. I love the fact that, like, the first time I read this, I was just like, man. And then all of a sudden, like, I wish they would have set this up just a little bit different, panel-wise. Because I would have liked to have turned the page and it been the first panel, the second panel, like, and then I turn the page again and it's the reveal. I don't like how when I turn the page from the interview to boom, oh, wait, what? Like, it's right there. Like, you can't miss it. So, like, it catches your eye. So then you have to read it. And you're like, oh, okay. The twist. It's like a M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a year one story, so you knew Harvey Dent wasn't dead, but it was like, you know, was he Two-Face already or what?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know he was Mickey. You didn't know if or when he would reappear in this story. Mm-hmm. You just kind of had to wait, but the fact that he is Mickey was like, wow. So,
who's your favorite character in this issue?
Grundy, because you got a good meal.
It's kind of probably cliche, but I mean, I'd have to say Batman. Just from what we said, the detective stuff, and then he's fighting Grundy. This was a good actual Batman story.
Phil, always just choosing Batman. Just
for me, it was Carla. I just love those panels where she just lays into freaking Carmine. It's great.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at it right now. Like, she looks like she could eat him.
That's that Italian family. Trust me.
Oh, please don't let your wife hear this cast.
I know, right? I'm like, we're not gonna hear from Phil.
Oh no, she'll agree.
I do like, once again, when there is the Thanksgiving Day death. I do like the use of all the black and white panels. Every time the killer strikes, it's these black and white panels.
I know. And what about when the Sullivan brothers are all like, okay, you want us to admit what? You want us to admit we killed Harvey Dent? Okay, but he deserved it because the rumors are starting to go around that Harvey Dent's holiday.
Yep, I love how they're talking about their getaway. Mm-hmm. I just love that. I'll put it in writing if you want.
Oh yeah, they are.
I'll put it right if you want.
That's what Batman even says. He's like, the Roman paid them, and he's getting his money's worth.
Exactly.
But I remember reading this, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, are they actually going to make Harvey... I mean, it's too early in the story, so is it going to be Harvey Dent? And was he a serial killer before he became Two-Face?
That would have been interesting. That's something for, like, Gotham to kind of do, though. Don't you think?
That would be something to have like a holiday style mystery. I mean, it would have to be all season if you did all holidays. But yeah, just have like a killer, either killing all these criminals or whatever, and then.
No, I meant Harvey Dent being a serial killer.
Well, we're kind of getting that with Eddie Nigma.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, they did the kind of like, how Two-Face was supposedly like a repressed like emotion, or in some of the stories, or
yeah.
Or was like an alternate personality that he's at war with. My thought was, if they did that, it'd been awesome. But then they kind of went ahead and did that with Nigma, so it kind of killed that idea.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I mean, that would be a good storyline for Gotham if they just had like a serial killer going around. You don't know who it is, but they like kind of let you know. They're like, it is one of these characters, but you have to wait till the end of the season to find out.
It was Stabby Babs all along.
Not anymore. She got a concussion, a couple broken bones.
She'll be fine in 2 weeks. She'll walk it off.
No, that's what me and Kelly were saying this morning. It's like I don't think she's gonna be back till after mid-season.
They were like, guys, we kind of shot our load with Barbara. Yeah, we don't know what to do with her now. Just injure her so we can write her out of the story real easily for a while, and then we'll bring her back. Good idea.
Better than a drug addiction.
I saw her plummeting from that window, and I was like, wait, who wrote this episode? Tyler?
I did, Phil. And then they rewrote my ending. Originally, she went out the window, and there were wrought iron spikes, and she fell on them. And
with this season of Gotham, I wouldn't be surprised.
And Jim just looked down at her and was like, "Wow."
She landed on a stiletto heel.
Oh, I can't believe how short this issue was, though. Like, you give me this good, long, hearty introduction, and the next issue, it's just like, okay, you're going to leave me wanting for more. Just shut up and take my money for the next issue.
I wonder, is it so much that this issue is short, or just the first one was such a long intro that this one feels a lot shorter?
Well, yeah, you got that big bookends, and, some pages are, but, some pages there's little or no dialogue, too, so I think,
Exactly. It's a Jeff Loeb story.
Exactly.
That first page is just one big that big splash page, and all it says is Harvey Dent is dead.
Well, it's like that's how they started with the splash, they end it with a splash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then when the killer always strikes, it's like little or no dialogue. Usually no dialogue, I don't think.
And we're getting to holiday. Dum dum dum.
Is it Harvey Dent?
It's Batman. It's Alfred. It's Alfred.
Yeah, it's always Alfred.
Nobody expects the butler to do it.
No, actually they do, with the candlestick in the library.
Why is there not Batman Clue? Why?
There has to be.
Why is there not Batman Clue? I'm looking that up right now.
They have to get that.
I mean, come on, there's Clue, everything else. Why is there not Batman Clue? I'm going to look this up.
And for a fictional detective, they should have that.
I mean, come on.
It has to have been done, dude. It has to have. It probably
Alfred
is a
alone.
66 Batman. I guarantee you.
And if it hasn't, DC, get on that and pay us our royalties. Thank you.
Just send me the free set. I'll call it. I'll be square. I'm about to see. There's.
Oh my God! If they actually had that and like we could all buy it, I'd be like, let's do a podcast where one night we just do we do it over Skype and just
do a Google Hangout.
You can even turn the camera on. Yeah,
I like this idea. Okay. I have Batman Monopoly. Don't want Batman Monopoly.
I have a Batman trivia game.
We don't have time for Batman Monopoly.
Yeah, I have a Batman trivia game. We could always do that one day.
All right, guys. I'm looking through here. We need to hit the Twitter feed and just start tweeting the crap out of the idea of Batman Clue.
Well, who would we have to go to? DC or Warner Brothers or
Milton Bradley?
Oh,
I'm just gonna
everybody, just tag them all.
Well, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at, Big Bang Theory, Office, Serenity. I bought my mother-in-law Supernatural Clue last year.
I have that too, don't you?
I was gonna say, I'm sure Lilith has that.
It's sweet. But I'm looking there's all these other variations. There's other Batman, Family Guy Clue. For real, Breaking Bad Clue? What the heck? There's Batman the Game and all these different Batman monopolies, but Dungeons and Dragons Clue? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that is our mission, to tweet constantly about Batman Clue. It just makes sense. The Butler, Alfred, come on. It writes itself.
Oh, look at this. I know the issues are probably cheap, especially digitally now, but you know what this issue originally cost?
Hold on. I'm going to guess. I'm going to say $1.75.
Nope, $2.95.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
We're used to paying that now.
Yeah, I know.
I was that's why I'm kind of huh.
Yeah, but even as small as this issue is, it did have the cardstock cover and stuff, and
yeah. Okay, I'm sending you guys a picture on this situation of not having any Batman themed food.
Oh no! Did you create a meme already?
I'm going to Milton Bradley's website.
But yeah, we definitely have to hit them up on Twitter and stuff, especially once this episode hits.
Definitely. So, what would you guys give this as a grade?
Out of what? Well, I can't remember what our scale was.
How many batarangs, man? How many batarangs?
We want to do out of 5. Is that what we
Yeah,
did?
that'll work.
Okay.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I have to go with that. I'm bouncing between 4 and 4.5, but yeah, I'd say it's at least a solid 4.
Yeah, I was going with a 4 1/4. So, all lines up. It's pretty unique.
Yeah, got good art. Got it's a Batman detective story.
Got a good twist.
Got a little bit of fighting there with Grundy, so.
And Batman seems remorseful about it. Like, that was just really, like, I think when I first read that, it's what shocked me the most about this particular issue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's just like, Grundy's an innocent who got in the way, but...
Exactly. So,
any more thoughts on this?
Don't pick it up if you don't have it.
Exactly. Join the conversation. If you get this, if you read this, tweet us, discuss it. Let's talk about it.
That's right. But send us your thoughts on this issue or, issue 1 or anything you want us to discuss in the next, 10 issues? 11? You can email us, worldsfinestpod@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're World's Finest Podcast. And on Twitter, we're @worldsfinestpod.
Yep.
And you can always hit me up, anything DC or Marvel, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. And on Twitter, I'm @nightwingpdp. And Lilith?
Oh, you guys can find me on Twitter @LilithHellfire. If you have a Tumblr, feel free to add me and I will follow back. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. I also have a website. You guessed it, lilithhellfire.com. And if you need any DC-related news, please feel free to check out the sister show Two Worlds Finest, Channel 52, where we do all the news breakdowns for you guys on a weekly basis.
Tyler?
All right. Well, if you want to talk to me, you can find me on Twitter @JTYPatrick. And you can find me on the other shows, such as Flash Arrow Power, The Krypton Report, and you might see me, on TV pestering the Parker Brothers Company here to get my Clue game made. So I'm about to start a petition.
And since it's a Batman podcast, you're on Before the Bat, too, remember that?
Before the Bat. What's that one? Oh, yeah, that's the one that Phil and I met. Yeah, I remember that, Phil, Before the Bat.
All right, is that it?
Definitely.
That is it.
Oh,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, gobble gobble. But do you want to mention the thing for all new Marvel Finest Roundup or whatever?
Oh yes, we're doing a crossover with my DC World's Finest and Marvel Roundup podcast, where it's going to be Marvel versus DC, Lilith versus Charlie, and what is it? Probably like 5 or 7 debates. Which character can beat who, which universe is who has the better cinematic universe, stuff like that. If you have any thoughts or ideas about that, you can email us at any of the get a hold of us in any of the,
aforementioned ways.
Yes. All right. Is that it?
That is it. All I know is I can't wait to hear all these discussions because it's going to be something.
Oh, yes, it is. All right. Well, to all of you out there, have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. And we will see you at Christmas time for issue 3 of the Long Halloween.
Until then.